But I really appreciate it. Like I said, it's just really cool hearing your stories, and I'm really looking forward to sharing them with our readers.
How much it's going to affect North Carolina, I'm not certain. Right now, I think North Carolina is really poised to do very well for 2026. Private investment has increased considerably. We have Amazon Web Services, Novo Nordisk, Fuji, places like that have come in. It's about 59,000 jobs are expected to be created over the next few years with all of this. We are one of the fastest growing states in the country, and those are really important steps in the right direction. And I do think that living through 2026 is going to be a pretty good year. Now, the caveats are the following. The first one, North Carolina specific, is housing prices. Again, that's all over the country, but North Carolina, especially rental market, has increased far more than the the income rate. So the real housing prices have increased, and a big part of that is due to regulations that have not allowed supply to keep up with demand.
So these are the newest numbers. We have 11,107,246 people, except 339 people moved in today. So 339 people are moving into North Carolina every day right now. Everybody I talked to said, we love North Carolina. We love vacationing in North Carolina. We got family in North Carolina. We want to move to North Carolina. And I don't see that stopping. If we stay on the current track we're on, we're going to be the 7th most populous state by 2030.
I think we're all really fortunate to live and work in the state and to do business in the state. We need to have a lot of pride in that and always pause and be really thankful. It makes doing business easier. It makes our lives easier and better. So I am a proud North Carolinian, and we're gonna have really good growth in North Carolina. Whatever we do in North Carolina will outpace what we're doing nationally. To some of the tougher things, I think inflation is gonna prove to be very sticky, stickier than anybody wants it to be. Nothing that we can't overcome as a state or a country. So,
for rural, most people expect rural to just have one dominant industry. And when that industry leaves or changes, we don't think about investing in it and its people in the same way we think about Raleigh or Durham or Charlotte and places like that, because that's where we see the innovation and the sort of capital flows, and it's sort of natural incubator of ideas. And so part of what I hope to spend a lot of time working with folks on is how we rethink investing and seeing the value of rural places and rural people in our state, seeing them as assets, investing in them so that they can participate and be a part of community economic development and business development in there, and not just think about attraction and extraction as the only solutions to rural development. As a state, we're going to be much more successful if we have diversified economies across our state.
That others have said that I think if you were going to be randomly placed into a state in the union and hope to have good economic prospects in 2026, and you got placed in North Carolina, you would consider yourself extremely grateful. I've always been grateful to be from the state. Real median household income in North Carolina was on about a 5 to 6 year declining trend. So real median household income was down and normalized around a 2017 baseline dollar value. We were not terribly far in 2024 in terms of real median household income from where we were in 1996. It was pretty stunning.
The economy for 2026 will be just fine for big business. It just will. But for people, it's not. 12% below the national average is where we are on household income for North Carolinians. That's not good. That's not good. But specifically from state employees' standpoint, I think it's all connected. We are the infrastructure, the main infrastructure for North Carolina, for how we will attract business, for how we'll keep business, for how we'll thrive in businesses, is the infrastructure the state employees provide, whether it's creating roads, whether it's staffing prisons, whether it's educating our students and our workforce. That is something these employers are going to be looking at, these businesses are going to look at when they decide whether to come here. But the number of state employees in North Carolina since 2009 has grown by less than 1%. Our population during that time that we've grown by less than 1% has grown by 19%. And our gross state product has grown by 12%. That's good. Virginia had gross state product growth greater than we did, 15%. But that didn't come at the cost of state services because they increased their state employees by 32% during that time. Remember, we increased by less than 1%. Virginia increased by 32%, had greater state product growth. Georgia had gross state product growth of 22%. They increased their state employees by 18% during that time.